Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
Advice because I hear you're the Omaha expert, and I'm going to the WSOP circuit event in Iowa, Council Bluffs,
Uh-huh.
on Friday.
Okay.
And I am been practicing for FLO8 tournament.
Okay.
And I just need some help
That's
with
my forte.
Yes, that's what I understand. So I'm glad I got to call in.
Well, I hope you're a Crush
I
Live
need,
Poker subscriber because we've got a lot of videos on '08 live play
oh,
stuff.
okay.
Live play stuff over Stone's video, some theoretical
Well, I watch
stuff.
Stones all the time. I actually went and played there this December because I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from Berkeley, California,
Okay.
and I graduated from Sacramento High. And I went up there and I watched you, commentate on some of their games, and that's how I found out that you were like the expert on that. And so I just need some strategy help as far as usually in these tournaments at circuit events, no more than about 100 people enter.
Okay.
So that's about 10 tables. So I just want to know like what my strategy should be, like in the beginning of the tournament, and then when it gets down to like 2 and 1 table. I'm in Georgia where gambling's illegal, so I don't really have the opportunity to practice Omaha high-low at any tournaments. I did take a trip to Biloxi just to practice last month.
So what's the
At
size of the
Boulevard.
tournament? What's the buy-in that you're going to play?
It's $365.
So here's the thing. What I would say, and
7,500 chips. That's it.
yeah, and actually too on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, we have some free videos as well. If you go to like the free content, we did a graphic video of a couple of spots when I was at, I think I was 3 or 4 handed last year from the LAPC in a mix '08 PLO8 event, so you can just watch that for free. With 3-handed with some graphics of some interesting hands that I play. But what I will say in general about '08 tournaments is that what you have to realize is, unlike, say, a no limit, I'm sure you've played a no limit tournament, right? No limit hold'em before.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So unlike tournaments that are one way, with antes where there's a lot of like moving all in, you can survive in a split pot limit tournament with one bet and be okay. And what I mean by that is that like, if you get under 10 blinds in no limit, and especially if you get under 5 blinds, you're going to have to get lucky consecutive times in a row to build up a regular stack. That's not the case, though, in a split pot game because it's hard to get knocked out when you get your chips in. So because of the nature of the split pot game. So you can play really, really tight and make some pretty tight laydowns, whereas maybe in a cash game, I would make like some loose peels given the odds because I sort of want to preserve my chip stack. And I know that if I have chips, I'm in it. Like in a no limit tournament, if you have 3 big blinds and there's like 30 people left in the tournament, you're not really, I mean, you're still alive, but you're going to have to get lucky. In 2015, I think I finished 16th in the 10K '08, and I've final tabled the 10K '08, I want to say, or the championship '08, I think I've final tabled the World Series championship event 3 or 4 times. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay.
and then in 2015 in the 10K, I got 16 and I was at 1 bet with 30 people left. 1 bet.
Oh.
And, still ended up finishing 16th. I built it back up to a normal stack. So I would say that you just got to understand, don't spew your chips off. You know what I mean? When you get short, you can isolate. I would start to isolate when I've got like maybe 3 big bets left as a 3 bet, like if somebody opens. And the types of hands that you would want to isolate when you get short are like the high and low hands, like ace paint wheel card. Those are the hands that play well heads up to get it all in. Not necessarily like ace 3, 4, 7 or something like that. I would rather have a high and a low hand. But I would say that, especially if you don't have a lot of experience in '08 too, you shouldn't be doing a lot of big blind defending in multi-way pots. I feel like people think, oh, I've got odds, I'm going to defend. But they don't have a lot of
What?
experience post flop and they get into a lot of trouble. Now, I will say though, heads up, you are usually getting pretty good odds to call, especially against a late position raiser. So you should be doing a fair amount of defending heads up in the big blind,
Mm-hmm.
but try to stay away from completing trash hands in the big blind when somebody has called in front, especially like 3 or 4 ways.
Now I played a lot of limit '08 cash games,
Hmm.
10-20
Okay.
at Biloxi and even in Tunica. And but as far as tournament, no, I've just played PLO 8 tournaments at the WSOP circuit event here in Cherokee, North Carolina, and I
Yeah.
think I was either 16th or 13th in that one. PLO 8 I don't prefer, but I was wondering as far as if I have a hand that flops a flush draw and a straight draw and a low draw, like should I re-raise if someone bets before me?
Well, I mean that's a little bit of a loaded question. It's tough for me to say like, that's another thing that we go over on quite a bit on our videos, and there's some videos called
Oh, okay.
push or pull. So push or
Push
pull
or pull.
means
Okay.
like, you know, if you have ace deuce 3 4 with nut hearts and the board comes out, 3 5 king with two
Mhm.
hearts and somebody
Mhm.
bet and you're under the gun and somebody bets in front of you, you've got a
Mhm.
monstrous hand. Do you want to push that or pull that? And I would probably pull that, meaning that I
Push
would probably
or pull
call.
it.
No, because your draw is just
Call.
so big, you want people behind you. On ace deuce 3
Okay.
4 king 5 3. Now,
I guess in my mind, I'm thinking if there's not too many people in the hand, maybe a few people have folded, and there's only like maybe 3 or 4 of us left. I've had this happen a few times, especially when I played the PLO 8 tournament,
well, PLO 8 is a
and I.
different PLO 8 is a little bit of a different animal, but one last thing on
Mhm.
this, and then I'll have to move over with that
Sure.
example. With that example, say for example, you have ace deuce 3 4, right, with nut
Yeah.
hearts, and you had limped in from up front, and it was like 7-way action, and the board came out king 5 3 with two hearts, right? So
Mhm.
your ace deuce
Right.
4, wrap wheel, nut flush draw, guy in the blind bets out, right? That I would
Right.
play as a pull so that people can come in along behind me because you actually don't even have a high hand. But if you were on the button, if you were in late
Mhm.
position with that hand and it went bet, call, call, you should be raising and re-raising and getting as much money in for value because you know that the people that have already called are going to call the extra bet anyways. So from
Right. They
late
will.
position, you want to drive your draws to add money into the pot. From early position, if you've got a monstrous draw, then you want to sometimes pull it so people will come in behind you. Now, if you had like ace, king, deuce, and it came out king 5 3, you might want to raise to drive out flush draws, shitty flush draws behind you. You've got
Mhm.
properties of high and low in that spot. So, but I would check
Okay.
out those videos for
Oh,
sure.
will.
But thanks for the call. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.